I want to break it down for you. The cost of living in Kenya. I've seen that so many people are so bothered about this particular topic. I got several visitors asking me, Regina, how is it like to live in Kenya? So I'm going to be doing that. If this is your first time of coming to my YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome. Here I talk about Kenya and my home country, Nigeria. The second country that the Lord has given me is Kenya. So what I'm going to be telling you is from the heart of hearts, okay? I have been here for a long time, and so I will be breaking down for you step by step. But before we do that, do you like Kenya? Of course, let's dive in. Here we say Karibu Kenya. Karibu Kenya simply means you are welcome to Kenya. So if you are a visitor and you want to consider living in Kenya, everything boils down to your lifestyle, okay? What kind of life do you want to live? Now, let me mellow down. If you're going to be staying in Kenya, there are things you need to consider. Several things. Number one is food. Remember, your lifestyle will play a key role. All right? Now, for food, I think, let me just tell you, a plate of food here ranges from 200 Kenya shillings to 1,000. You can imagine. So 200 Kenya shillings specifically for those who are on low budgets. But if you are the type that your pocket is a bit loaded, you want to maybe eat samaki, the combo, so from 800 to 1,000. Now, tomatoes here. Lifestyle in Kenya depends on how you want it. A kilo of tomatoes, as I speak to you here, is 125 shillings. Are you getting me? I have been here for some time. So milk, a sachet of milk goes for, I think, from 76 shillings, from 56 to 76 shillings. There are some convenience shops you enter, okay? You get like 85, 90 or thereabout. That's one sachet. I'm going to break it down for you. Now, for you to go for normal shopping for a day, you will need to consider having like 4 to 5,000. The one that will take you if you are the only one. But if you are coming with your kids as a family, then you will want to consider, like, depending on your pocket. You understand? You want to, consider like 6, 7, 8,000 to 10K. All right? Because you want it to last for some days. That is on a low budget. Are you getting my point? Low budget. You buy onions of maybe 2 kilos, which is around 200 or 250 Kenya shillings. Okay? Mafuta is oil. I think a liter goes for 800 to 1,000, depending on which one you want. Between 1 or 2 to 2 liters goes, you should budget like 1,500, 1,500 Kenya shillings. This is subject to your budget. Are you getting me? So now, if you want to buy things like unga, the major meal in Kenya, the one that I personally use, goes for 250. Are you getting me? I don't want to call the name here. It will not be as if I'm advertising it. All right? It tastes really nice, and I love it. So it goes for 250. There are some that are lower than that. If you don't want to buy the ones at the supermarket, you can actually go get your maize, take it to a meal store. They will meal it for you. In that way, you have your stuff. So it all depends on how you want it. People are busy complaining the cost of living is high. But my dear, there is no place in this world that is not high. Even my home country, everything is high. Everything has gone up. So it depends on your pocket. It depends on the lifestyle you want to live. You understand? And now, if you want to buy a simple dress, you want to look at, that's personal care. You want to look budget like 2K on a low budget, 2,000, 3,000, 5. You can see from 2, it's going up. So for those of you who want to live a very luxurious life, you might not, 2,000 is nothing for you. Do you understand? So you, from there, going up, from 2,000, just a summer dress, 2K. Are you getting the point? If you are the type that the pocket is loaded, you go to, supermarket, you can just pick the one of 5K and all that. You close your eyes and that's cute. All right. Now, a pair of shoe. Again, if you don't want to go to a place, maybe a store, to buy a cloth of 2K, you can move down to maybe mtush. We call it mtush. Mtush simply means second-hand clothes. Where you buy, you select them, okay? You select 50 shillings, you select 100, and they look nice on you, okay? So let us not exaggerate this cost of living thing. There are people who are doing well. They choose to live a very lowly life here in this country. I've seen several who don't really bother about all these things, yet they have all the money. Do you understand? So you can choose to buy from, mtush stores. I've personally done that, and they are very cheap. Okay. Okay, no, it's true. Let us just live this simple life and stop all this exaggeration. The cost of living is high. It's high, but choose your onions properly. Do you understand? Now, a pair of shoe goes for like 2,500, 1,500. And if you want to get it cheaper than that, between 1,200, 1,001 and thereabout, you can go. There's a place called Isli. I was introduced to that place, and it's been wonderful. You get? I was there actually with my sister who came to visit me. She was shocked. She actually complained that things are quite exorbitant here, trying to compare the price back home. But then, this is how we roll. If you don't want this one, there's alternative to everything. You get? So we went there, we bought, and we were happy. Are you getting? So that is it. Shoes. There are shoes of maybe like what I'm wearing here. You see this one? This is for warm shoe like this. You can get it at 12. All right, 1,200, 1,200. Okay, I was given though. But the same shoe, you can go to a different, maybe buy it from Amazon. It's quite expensive. Are you getting? So, guys, for men, when it comes to men thing, they're very expensive. A pair of shoe for men is around 6K, 7K, depending on where you buy them from. You can go to Isla and get cheaper than that. I hope I'm making sense. For kids, the one I've been buying for my children, you can get the one of 3,500. I am just here to tell you the real thing. 3,500 for shoes, for kids, sports shoes, the good ones, you know what I'm saying? Good ones, 3,500. I've bought them for my children. And so, dresses for girls, you can get the one of 800, 1,000, depending on where you buy them from, depending on the size. And the quality too. Ranges from 1,800, going up. You can actually get the one that are cheaper. There's one of 1,500. There's a place you go across the road in Isli. It's around 2,500. But if you buy it around this side, okay, those ones are between 550, 800 and all that, 1,100. Okay, so let us mellow down with this cost of living. Choose your onions properly. That's what it is. And so, boys, The ones I've been buying for my children, okay, is you can get the one of 1,700. You know this cargo pint for kids, yeah, 1,700, 1,500. Are you getting the point? 1,700, 1,500. Second hand mtush of such pints you can get 700 in second hand stores. Okay, so these are things that you don't have to, bother yourself. And then we are moving to cream, personal care cream, depending on what you rub, like Johnson baby soap. Those ones are around 135 shillings or thereabout. Yeah, the oil, I think, is around 1,000. So like that, detergents from 350 up. So my dear, that is what it is. I just want you to have a clear picture, and before you have that clear picture, wherever you are coming from, you need to consider the exchange rates. When you do your conversion, like my sister did, this is the picture. Like my sister did, she looked at it and saw that, in fact, it was expensive. But there were things that were also cheaper here than there. So we tried to strike the balance. Are you getting? We are to accommodation. Again, it still bounce back to your lifestyle. Yes. If you are coming as a government property to a different country called Kenya, the government of your country will have to pay for your accommodation. You get? So in an event where they are not responsible for such payments or paying your accommodation here, then you need to look at your pocket properly. So if the government is the one paying for you, you will need to consider a place called Kilimani. You understand? Those eyebrows area. There's also Westlands. There's also a place called Karen. Yes, those three places. Okay, and then you need to pay, like, I think accommodation there ranges from 70 to 300k per month. Here in Kenya, you need to have this and no peace. In Kenya here, we pay house rent per month, not yearly. Okay, so if you don't want to be disturbed, you can calculate the month and pay fully. That will still make sense. But if you are going to be paying per month, please let your 30th be 30th. Are you getting? We are so friendly here, we Kenyans, you know what I'm saying? We are so friendly here, but certainly not with our money. Our money is our money. We don't joke, you don't understand? We don't joke with money. So agreement is agreement. When you say you're going to be paying every 30th, please stick to it. Don't joke. Give me some time. That one doesn't rain here. You understand? People from my area, we are used to this lifestyle. We pay 2 years ahead of time. You can see Nigerians will come here and spend like 2 years, 3 years. Some of them can pay from now till 3 years. So they don't want to be disturbed. But then, I am telling you, there are still some people who will come here. After that 1 year, they relax and tell you, I will pay you. Just wait. Please, such attitude, don't bring it here, because here in Kenya, we don't subscribe to that. A landlord who invested his money in real estate wants to reap from his investments. So some of them actually got loans, okay, from maybe banks, and they depend so much on this rent. So don't come here to overstay your welcome, all in the name of I go pay. That one doesn't work. Another thing you want to consider is the areas. I was talking about the accommodation. So apart from those eyebrow area, there are other middle class areas that you need to also consider. Sorry, kids are making noise behind me. Okay. So a place like Donholm, I think is middle class area. Rauka. There's a place called Tatu City. All right. There's also a place called I think I've forgotten. I'm going to list them down. Okay. So those ones ranges from 30k, 20k, depending. And then there are also free city. Okay. Free city. What I mean free city is the one that your pocket will be in consonance agreeing to. You can actually get a place that you will pay maybe 10,000, 5,000 and thereabout. You get. So there are still cheaper places. And before I go to that cheaper, there are cheapest places that you will need to consider. A place like Rongai, Riru, what do you call that place? Utawala, all those areas. You'll get it at 20, I think 15 or thereabout, 10. All right. So please, if you've watched this video to this point, all these things that I've said here, it's Kenyan Squeno. Please let me know. Correct me in love if I've made mistakes, okay? I have stayed here. So in Kilimani, one good thing about that place and Karen, Kilimani, is that they are well furnished. All right? Well furnished. Now, if you are coming with your family, you know, you need to consider your pocket properly and the school that they will be attending. The kind of school your children will also go depends on your pocket. There are international schools and there are the one that is local. Okay, I think they call it CBC. Yes, the local ones. Okay, so the school system in Kenya is very good. And while you pay higher in international school, the other one might not be that expensive. I think school fees ranges from either 50, 60, thereabout. Okay, from 40. I think there are some schools that are paying 40,000. So you just choose where your pocket leads you. Life is not that hard. Okay. Okay, there is something I need to point out here. You know, if you are a government property, government will be paying for you. What I mean by government properties is the dignitaries. Okay, you've been transferred. Maybe you were working with the government, and so you are transferred here. All right, like the ambassadors. So those ones you don't complain, you don't suffer because everything is intact. But for the struggling ones who are looking for greener pastures, there are several places you need to stay. You don't have to bother yourself living a luxurious life when you came to struggle. Are you getting the point? So there are some places called Rongai, you know, for you to stay. You start life there and then you hit. You don't understand? All the best, guys. And you will need a car. You get. Whether you are government property or not, you will always move from one place to another. So getting a car in this country, I think is from 1.8 to 2 million, okay? 1.8 million Kenyan shillings, 2 million Kenyan shillings, 4, yes, I know a car that was bought 4 million, okay? 4, 6, thereabouts. So if you also want the second hand, of course, as long as it's able to take you from one place to another, you can get from 600, 800, depending on what you want. Are you getting? From 800, 9, 1 million, thereabouts. So you budget for transportation. Fuel here, you know, mafuta for car, kwa gari. Is it Yagari or Kwagari? What? Whatever it is. So mafuta fuel is 100 and I think either 120 or thereabouts. Okay, so you budget 200 per liter. Are you getting? So these are the things, and then don't forget utilities. You know, power, electricity, okay, water, all those bills fuse. Like us, I really don't know how much the token we've been buying this house, only Jesus can tell. We've been buying token like our lives depends on it. That is because we use washing machine, and I also use my hand to wash. Are you getting? So these are the things you need to consider. There are places you go. All right? These things are furnished. Everything is there for you. All you need to do is just pay and live your life. Okay? Kenya is an exciting place to be. It's a place where we don't like noise here. All those loud. We don't like it. Oh my goodness. So guys, if you've watched this video to this point, why tarry down? Just please subscribe to this channel. I love the apart. Kenya ni yetu, sindio? Kenya yetu. We love Kenya. Tunapenda Kenya. I mean, what do you say it now? Apenda. So I give valid response to your questions. Living in Kenya depends on your pockets. That is the bottom line. And so if you live luxury life in your country and you want to bring it here, you need to consider the exchange rate. If you can't cope, please go back to where you came from. You understand? And if you are coming from maybe United States, you will notice that this place is a bit cheaper for you. African countries are cheaper, right? Please let me know in the comment section. African countries are cheaper than the Western world, right? So I don't see you complaining when you are coming from the US or anywhere, okay, other than Africa. All right. So guys, I'm so grateful for your audience, and I want to believe that you've gotten the point. Please do me well to subscribe to this channel, and thank you for watching. If you are coming, we have exciting place to go, a place to relax. Mombasa Raha, orphanage, you get, where you go see all kinds of animals. Okay, so please, Karibu Kenya. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.